Hi, this is Professor Sanchez, and the goal of this video is to help familiarize yourself with our online class. This class does take place completely online, but and there are no times that we will all log in at once to do our work for the class. You'll just do it on your own time and submit it by the deadlines. However, you may come online at the same time as me or another person to do online conferences or online office hours. We will have two mandatory meetings with a professor throughout the semester so that we can do those online or in person. This is the homepage of the class, so you'll come here when you log into the course. It just has some very general information and reminds you to click on modules to get started. When you click on modules, you'll see your work for the class, and you'll just see week 1 at this point. I'll open up week 2 later in the week. Every week has a similar pattern to it in terms of types of assignments, so do your best during week 1 to kind of familiarize yourself with how things go, and in a couple weeks you'll have it down and you'll have your schedule down. You always want to start by reading the overview of the week. It has your goals for the week as well as the tasks that you need to complete. The reading page is broken into a couple different sections. First is your readings for the quiz. These are important. I recommend printing and annotating these. That means making notes on them, highlighting main points, etc. before you do the quiz so that you can get your best score possible. You have other important readings here that will help you maybe learn more about the course, do assignments in the course, and then you also have some resources down here. We have 2 discussions this week that we're going to do, and discussions will always work the same way in terms of when to post, how to post, that sort of thing. They'll just have different topics. The first is an introduction discussion. What you'll want to do is read sort of what I want you to do here, and then you'll post your response by Thursday and respond to at least 2 of your peer responses between Thursday and Saturday. You can see how you're being graded here as well. If you want to post, you click here on reply, and you can type into the text box and click post reply. Now, if you want to reply to someone else's post, like here's my post, you can click reply here and then post reply there. You also have the option of liking people's posts if that's something that you'd like to do. The second discussion is very similar, except it's about the syllabus. So you'll read the instructions, and then same thing, post by Thursday, 2 peer responses between Thursday and Saturday. Okay. The next part is the reading quiz. So every week, except for the very end, you'll have a reading quiz on the week's readings. So you want to make sure that, like I've said, you've done the readings and read all of these instructions here. There's also a video that another FYE instructor made, which is very helpful. Here are my recommendations for getting a high score on the quiz. The faster you adopt these recommendations, the more quickly you'll start to do well on the quizzes. What I see in this class is the first week, sometimes people don't do so well on the quizzes. By week 3, almost everyone's getting A's because they've adopted these recommendations. So I would say do this from the start so that you can get high scores. The next weekly assignment is the mindful moment reflection. Each week you will do a mindfulness exercise and reflect on it. So you can download a mindfulness workbook here. You could also stop by my office to pick up a copy. And it will explain here what I want you to do. The main thing that you want to focus on is you don't need to submit to me the exercise that you do. You need to submit to me a reflection on it. Make sure that you've covered everything here in the rubric so that you get the full points. It's not meant to be a right or wrong sort of thing. It's just, did you do it and did you reflect on it and did you answer all these questions? And there's no right or wrong for that. This assignment helps you to be prepared. Technology is very important for this course, yet it's also one of those things that when you really need it, it can break down on you. So the goal of this assignment is to have some backups in mind for the class. And the last part of this module is just a video I made on how to view my feedback on your assignments, which will be great moving forward. It will help you. Oh, and there's one more page. These are just some tips for doing well in online classes, things that you want to think about in terms of scheduling. You should also take a look at the syllabus before getting started. You can click on here to download it. I would recommend that and printing it because there is a calendar which will be helpful to you. If you scroll down here, you can also see it. It's a little harder to read here because of the way that it's set up, but if you download it, you'll see what's due each day of the week. Now, I do have deadlines throughout the week. So there's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday deadlines. And the purpose of that is to help you with time management, which is a really important skill for college. That does not mean that you need to turn in work every day. Say you have the most time on Sundays to do work. Do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's assignments on Sunday, and then do your Saturday work on Friday. It doesn't matter as long as you're getting everything in before the due date. That's absolutely fine. So just be aware of there will be multiple due dates throughout the week to try to help you have a little bit each day. But you can choose how you want to manage your time and create your schedule that works for you. All right, so that's all for now. If you have any questions or issues, please let me know. I'm happy to help, and I will see you online.